Hey vinyl community, how are you? Great to see you and welcome to Beetle Brad's channel. So happy to see each and every one of you, and I especially want to say thank you so very much to my viewers, to each one of my subscribers, and each one of you who watched my video about the losing of my dog, my great dog, the Bentley, has been in a lot of my videos. My wife and I are really having a tough time, but each day is getting a little bit better, and so I thank you for your messages and your cards, and those of you, even one of my viewers sent me a beautiful plant. So my wife and I are thoroughly enjoying that as well. So I wanted to say thank you very, very much for that. We're not ready to get a dog just yet. We're still got a lot going on. You know, we got some traveling coming up, got Beetle Fest coming up, so, you know, got that. So I can't exactly get a dog right away and then put him in a kennel. It's kind of cruel, you know, to start off to doing that. But I really wanted to thank each and every one of you, and it really meant a lot, really meant a lot. Well, today is kind of just a small representation. This isn't all of my stuff, but this is some of the stuff from 1964 of original Beatles memorabilia stuff. And I've even got you see lots of times in the background, my wallpaper, Beatles wallpaper, which is actually very rare, and it's got the original tabs on it, on the ends, which a lot of the wallpaper, when you see it, is just a cut sheet. This has the tabs, so when you put it up on the wall and glue it and all that kind of stuff, it holds better. So the tabs are on there, and you very, very rarely ever see the tabs on the wallpaper. So that's a really unique and terrific piece. But I also got some very nice new items that I wanted to share with you and show you that I don't think you've seen. You know, some of the crazy stuff. Like this is, I think I've shown this before. This is a Beatles ice cream bar, and then the 45 case and Flip Your Wig, which you've seen, and I've got the original paperwork for the 45 case and the Beatles hairspray and some bobbleheads. But let me show you some of the other new stuff that I've gotten. You know, being a Beatles collector, I thoroughly enjoyed it because the Beatles had an aspect. Yes, it's about the music. Yes, it's about the enjoyment of collecting the music and listening to it. But the Beatles had the aspect to where you could buy books, you could buy magazines, you could buy dolls, you could buy bubblegum cards, you could buy stupid hairspray, or bobbleheads, or games. Beetlemania hit America and hit it hard in '64 in February. The Beatles came out running in America with merchandising and all kinds of collectibles and very expensive stuff. And they are collectibles today. They are very expensive and very rare. Some are frightfully expensive, some are fairly reasonable. So I'm going to kind of show you today kind of a perspective of some things that are reasonable and some things that aren't. But I just wanted to share with you some of the things that I've got. This is just for fun, a Beatles book from 1964 that I just recently got. And look, it's signed by all four. Yeah, right. And this book was put out in, I want to say, I'm kind of guessing if I remember, in June of '64. So this was kind of a during the whole Beatlemania period, starting off. So this is kind of just a neat book. It's just one of those, just kind of a fun pickup. And in the center here, like I'm showing you, it's got a lot of really neat pictures and just some other good photos of the Beatles and all that kind of stuff. So I was really glad to get that. I won't show too much more of that. Then this is really, really cool. I never thought I'd get one of these, but this is fairly new, and y'all haven't seen this. This is the Beatles coloring book. Yes, they even had a Beatles coloring book in America. But the unbelievable cool thing about this one is it has not been colored in at all. You see lots of times you see this and it's all marked up or it's all taped up and it's got people's names in it and it's got all colored in. But to actually get one of these that has not been colored, it's just almost like a holy grail piece to find. It really is. It's very hard to get these in good shape. I mean, this looks like it's never been messed with. And in the center, we get some great photos of the boys in color, black and white. Excuse me. Nice black and white shots. And yes, this is available. It's not like you'll never see it. I mean, it's online. Yes, you can find it, but sometimes these just go for stupid prices. I mean, you know, it's just like you might as well sell off your car to buy it. Excuse me, little tickle in me throat. But yeah, I couldn't believe that this was as well kept as it was, and the cover is just minty. More pictures here of the Beatles, and like I said, the front and back are just in fabulous shape, and I'm really glad to get this. I really am. Something I kind of been looking for a long time, and like I said, you know, the front and back is just beautiful. Next, I want to share with you a Beatles coin. And you don't see this too often in the VC. And I don't know if anybody's shown this. I'm sure some people may have this, you know, Beatle Pro may have this. But that's still in the original wrapper. Beatles coin. And this is from 64. It's probably not really totally perfect right side up. But you get the gist of it. But it's still in the original wrapper. But let me share a story with you real quick. Last year I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I had my Beatles t-shirt on and was all excited and going through the line. It was a big line to get in. And the lady stopped me and my friend that were going through the line and she said, "Are you a big Beatles fan?" And I said, "Oh, yeah." I said, "I'm a huge Beatles fan. I love them." So she said, "Well, come here, come here, come here." So she waved us away from the line. We went through the line, got our tickets and all that kind of stuff. And she said, "Yesterday we had a special guest who brought these to us," and she said, "I got a stack of them, all originals, still in the original shrink wrap. Yoko Ono was here yesterday and she dropped these off and she said, I only want you to give these to Beatle collectors. Just don't hand them out to the first 50 people in row or in the line or anything like that." She said, "I want you to give these to collectors." And the gal told me Yoko brought a huge stack of these. Apparently John collected these, and this, I'm more than positive that this was John's and Yoko's, one of theirs. So it's nice that it's still in the original shrink wrap, and it was kind of a fabulous story to share with you about that. That's the fact that it's from Yoko herself. You know, that she had it. Now, it would have been terrific if I was there the day before and all that. Yeah, we can go into the story of how magnificent it would have been to run into Yoko. That would have been terrific. But yeah, it didn't happen. But then also, in 1964, these were produced as well. And in America, they produced these in 1964 and 65 and 63, and I mean, I don't know the years of when these were made, but this particular company in New York City made Flickr Rings. And Flickr Rings were very big for collectibles for like Batman and Green Hornet, and they made Flickr Rings for Popeye, Superman, you know, superheroes that are here in America and also worldwide as well. But in 64, they made these of the Beatles. And what they are is they're two pictures on top. If you don't know what a Flickr ring is, they're two pictures on top of each other. And by moving the ring back and forth or side by side, or which either way you move it, it flecks a different picture inside the ring. So here, let me show you. This is Paul. And these are really nice, and it's all intact. It's got the ring. It's a tiny ring. I barely can get it on my pinky. But yeah, it's real small. But anyway, there's Paul. That's really neat. Oh, I'm sorry, that can't see that was John. That was John. This is Paul. Yeah, they're very small, hard to see. Yeah, like I said, and there's the flicker part of the ring. There's Ringo on the Flickr ring, and that's, like I said, you got the ring, it's all intact and everything, really small. And George Harrison. Here's George Harrison, which, by the way, today, George Harrison's birthday. He is 77 years old today. Yes, George Harrison, Beatle fans. There's George Harrison Flickr ring. So yeah, that's really cool. So I was really happy to get these. I just recently got those. And to make it more fun, we've got a store here in town that carries sports memorabilia stuff, and I bought these little cases. And these are made for like golf balls. But I bought these to put my Flickr rings in. But I wanted to show you how cool that was, that I'll be putting those in the box. I forgot one thing. Do not move. Do not go away. I'm not editing this. But when I sit in my chair, like I do, you guys see me every time in my chair, but you never see what's behind in my chair. And this is an original Beatles towel from '64. Beatles towel, which is really cool. Might be 65. I'm not sure. I think it's 65 maybe. But it's absolutely in fabulous mint condition. But I wanted to show you that as well. This is really cool. I just got this, and I've been looking for one of these for years. This is the Beatles bubblegum card wrapper from the UK, and that is just in gorgeous shape. And these things go for just like a car payment. That's what these go for. They're just stupidly high money. And then here are two representations of the Beatles bubblegum cards up above here and here. And they're different than our American ones. The American ones are larger than the UK ones. These are about 2 inches all the way around, smaller in diameter. That's a good word. Can't say it right either. But that's just spectacular, like I said. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that, and that's just really neat. I was really happy to get that. But that's some of my newer stuff. I really wanted to share it with you, because you are my viewers, you're my family, my friends. And like I said, happy birthday to George Harrison, who is 77 years old today. I've got a lot more other fabulous Beatles stuff that I really want to share with you, really want to have fun talking to you about. But I just thought I'd put up a little display for fun. Like I said, this isn't all my original '64 stuff, but it's just a small representation of kind of doing something fun for this video. But I do appreciate each and every one of you. You guys, my viewers, are the best. There are lots of other channels out there, and there's nothing wrong with the other channels. They're fabulous. But you guys are fab Beatleless to Beatle Brad. I really appreciate it so very much. I think that's it. I'm probably forgetting something else that I wanted to show you, but that's okay. We'll do it in another video, because as I say on my videos, I'm out of here. Take care, everybody. Have fun collecting. See ya.